Communication Hub and Literary Arts Center of Isabela. English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words. Subject, verb, or teacher.
One hand. English Academy.
Hello, grade 7 students! I hope you are having a great day today as we listen to another episode in English Academy. I am your teacher on air, Teacher Terence Chris Arellano at your service. So gear up as we learn a new topic that will help you improve your reading, speaking, and writing skills in English. Are you all ready to learn? Let's check! Are you all in a comfortable place right now? Yeah! Can you hear the broadcast clearly? Yeah! Did you eat well for you to have enough energy for the day's activity? Yeah! I am glad that you are all prepared. If that's the case, then we are all set for a new learning today. Are you excited for our lesson? Can you guess what it is? Those who can guess will receive good news before this day ends. Would you like that? Then, what do you think is our lesson today? Our lesson for the day is all about phrases. But before we discuss all about phrases, let's have a review of your previous lesson first. Are you ready? For your previous lesson, you learned about direct and reported speeches. Can you still remember what direct and reported speech means? Wow, you have a clear memory. You're right. A direct speech is a sentence that reports a speech or thought using the exact words that the person used. The words spoken are enclosed between quotation marks. For example, the sentence, "The opening of classes for school year 2020-2021 is on October 5, said Briones," is a direct speech. Now, what is a reported speech? That's correct. A reported speech is a sentence that focuses on the content of what someone said without quoting the exact words of that person, like what is done in a direct speech. When you want to report what someone said, we do not use quotation marks. And remember, it usually talks about the past and so the tense may change. Let's go back to the previous sentence. The opening of classes is on October 5, said Briones. How do we change it to a reported speech? Great! You really learned much. The reported speech is, Briones said that the opening of classes is on October 5. Let me commend you for your brilliant retention of the previous lesson, and I hope that you will apply what you have learned in writing and in your everyday conversation, especially when quoting a direct speech to avoid misunderstanding. Am I clear? Great! This time, we are going to check the activity that was given to you last time. Did you accomplish it? That's good. Remember that you were asked to write a thank you letter to your friend for helping you out on a problem that you are going to tell your friend how thankful you are by stating famous quotations from famous people. Can you still remember it? Sounds good. You are supposed to use direct and reported speeches on your letter. I hope that was clear to you. This time, let us check your activity. Let us hear what you have written on your notes. Please read it for us. That's a very impressive letter. Congratulations! Moving on, I asked you last time to have your parents or your big bro or sis to read and comment on your work. Did you do as you were told? Great! Really are a responsible learner. Let me give you a virtual pat on the shoulder. Since we are done with checking your activity, we are having a quick break. We'll be right back after this reminder.
Isabela, SDO.
Hey CJ, why are you not wearing your face mask here in the market?
It's alright. I won't go out of town anyway, so I can still be COVID-free. Besides, my father said only those who are in the city have a greater chance of being infected with the virus.
What? Haven't you heard from the news that we must wear a mask whenever we need to go out? The Department of Interior and Local Government has issued a memo on mandatory wearing of face masks or other protective equipment in public places nationwide. Did you also know that surgical masks can give us with 95% protection from viruses while 80% from bacteria? Here, I have an extra.
Oh, I see. Thanks for this. I'm going home now to share to my parents the important news you've told me.
This is a friendly reminder from the Department of Education and this station.
And we're back! You are still tuned in to English Academy for Grade 7 English, and you're still with me, Teacher Terence Chris Arellano. So, who among you can remember the title of our lesson which I've said a while ago? Yes, you're right. Our lesson for today is phrases. In this lesson, you will learn what phrases are and how to use them appropriately and meaningfully in discourse and writing. I believe that this will be an avenue for you to improve your English writing structure. Are you all excited about it? So come on, let us learn all about phrases. A message is understood when it is written clearly. How can we make a message understandable? Exactly. The sentences in your message must be expressed in a complete thought to avoid miscommunication. And you have to understand that a group of words stringed together cannot be automatically called a sentence unless it expresses a complete thought. Am I correct? Thank you for responding. Sometimes, this group of words are just phrases but does not express a complete sentence. So, how do we define a phrase? A phrase is a group of words that stands together as a single unit, typically as part of a clause or a sentence. It is also a group of related words within a sentence without both subject and verb. For example, because she is pretty is a group of words, isn't it? But do you understand the message of the group of words? Is the thought expressed clearly? Definitely no. We can grasp the message of the group of words, so it is classified as a phrase. There are different kinds of phrases. Do you want to know the 3 different kinds of phrases? Good. The first one is called a noun phrase. For you to be refreshed, let's define noun first. Anyone? Excellent. A noun names a person, place, animals, things, or events. A noun and other related words, if you put them together, forms a noun phrase. A noun phrase consists of a noun and other related words, usually modifiers and determiners, which modify the noun. Can you still follow, dear students? How does noun phrase function? Exactly. It functions like a noun in a sentence. A noun phrase serves the same purpose as a noun. What does it mean? It means that it can be the subject or object of the verb. It can also be the object of the preposition. Did you get it? To make it clearer, let us study this example. Victoria had a weak heart. Where do you think is the noun phrase there? Let me repeat. Victoria had a weak heart. Where do you think is the noun phrase? Good guess. The phrase weak heart is considered a noun phrase. Why? Exactly. Because heart is a noun and weak is a modifier. I hope it's clear to you, dear students. Can you think of your own example? Write them down on your paper and you can send it later to your English teacher to check if your answers are right. Now, can you tell me what you think of about verb phrase? Do you know what a verb phrase is? Yes, a verb phrase is a combination of main verb and its auxiliary or helping verb in a sentence. Remember that a verb is commonly defined as an action word. Can you say some verbs or action words? Wow, you're very responsive. And how about the helping verb? Can you give me some helping verbs? Very good. Some of the helping verbs are the following: am, is, are, be, has, have, do, does, may, might, must, can, shall, and will. Here is an example. My mother is cooking us some dinner. I repeat, my mother is cooking us some dinner. Where is the helping verb and main verb? Are you sure? You're right. Is the helping verb and cooking is the main verb. So, is cooking is the verb phrase. Did you get it? Let's try another one. How about in the sentence, I am cooking adobo? Can you spot where the helping verb is and also the main verb? I will repeat the sentence. I am cooking adobo. Where is the verb phrase? Terrific! The helping verb is am and the main verb is cooking. So if you put them together, am plus cooking is now a verb phrase. Is that clear? You're doing great, students. Keep it up. You did well in the first two kinds of phrase. Now, let us have the third and the last one for today's lesson on phrases. The prepositional phrase. But before we proceed, I want to make sure that you are still alive and kicking. Clap 3 times if you still are. Very good. Now, going back, a prepositional phrase contains a preposition plus a noun or pronoun. What are prepositions again? Can you still recall? We have a long list of prepositions, but examples of it are in, to, from, of, and many more. You may ask your teacher in English to give you a complete list of prepositions, or you may have your own initiative by Googling it or by reading some grammar books if they are still available at home. Now, going back to the lesson, let us study this example. Maria baked a cake for her cousin. Let me repeat the sentence. Maria baked a cake for her cousin. Can you point out the preposition in the sentence? Exactly. The preposition in the sentence is for. And where is the noun? Magnificent! The noun is cousin. Now, if we put them together, what did we form? Very good! We formed a prepositional phrase. Why is this so? Our prepositional phrase in this sentence is for her cousin. For is the preposition plus her cousin is the noun. I know this is kind of confusing, so I will give you another example. In the sentence, I found the toy in the couch. I repeat, I found the toy in the couch. Let us point out the prepositional phrase. Have you spotted it? Yes, you are right. The preposition is the word in and the noun is couch. But let us include the word the. So if you put them together, the prepositional phrase is in the couch. I hope you got the idea of prepositional phrase. I hope you are still with me. Let me check if you are still alive and kicking. Give me 3 claps. Oh, I heard that. Thank you for staying with us. Stay tuned because we are having a short quiz after this reminder.
Isabela. SDO.
Hey, what are you reading? Do you even understand what it says?
Of course, as long as I have my dictionary. This book is called A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. It's a classic.
What's so fun with reading? You should see my new dance challenge. It has so many views already.
Nah, I'll watch it after I'm done with this book. After all, this can also be a challenge, you know.
Where's the fun in that?
Have you ever heard about Every Child a Reader program or ECARP? It aims to equip learners with reading skills to make them proficient and independent readers. It's StepEd's challenge to us, to read and learn. If I were you, take the reading challenge now.
Wow, sounds interesting. Lend me a book then.
This information is from the Department of Education and this station.
And we're back! You're still with me, Teacher Terence Chris Eleliano, and you are listening to English Academy, where learning never stops. Before we proceed to the quiz proper, let us have a wrap-up of our lesson. Today, we talk about phrases and its kinds. Let me hear it from you. What is a phrase? Correct! A phrase is defined as a group of words that stands together as a single unit, typically as part of a clause or a sentence. It is also a group of related words within a sentence without both subject and verb. And what are the kinds of phrases? Once again, that's correct. The different kinds of phrases are noun phrase, verb phrase, and prepositional phrase. Okay, let us define and give examples to each of them. Let us start with a noun phrase. A noun phrase consists of a noun and other related words which modify the noun. The second type of phrase is a verb phrase. A verb phrase is a combination of main verb and a helping verb. The third and the last type we discussed today is prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase contains a preposition and a noun or pronoun. So, that's it, grade 7 students. The definition of phrase and its 3 types. I hope that our wrap-up helped in refreshing your minds. Now, let us test your understanding of today's lesson. I am confident enough that you can answer all the questions correctly because you listened patiently during the broadcast. Be ready with your pens and answer sheets. Are you ready to take the quiz? Very good. Now, here is the instructions. Pick out the phrase in the given sentence and identify its kind. Is it a noun phrase, a verb phrase, or a prepositional phrase? So, you're going to have 2 answers for each item: the phrase in the sentence and its kind. For example, Gina lost her brown bag. On your notebook, write down brown bag and noun phrase. Did you get it? That's good. I will read each item twice. Are you ready? Number 1. Ruth's books were in her backpack. I repeat, Ruth's books were in her backpack. Let's go to number 2. Mrs. Abad is my favorite English teacher. For the second time, Mrs. Abad is my favorite English teacher. For item number 3, the man in the car is my neighbor. I repeat, the man in the car is my neighbor. Second to the last. Number 4. These jeans do not fit me anymore. Again, these jeans do not fit me anymore. And for the last item, number 5. Has anyone seen my big brown dog? I repeat, has anyone seen my big brown dog? And we are done with the test proper. Good job, everyone. Keep your answer sheet because we shall check that on the next episode. I hope that you have learned a lot from our lesson today. If you want to ask for some clarifications about our lesson, remember that your teacher is just one text away. Once again, on behalf of the scriptwriter, Teacher Myla T. Abad, and the whole SDO Isabela RBI production team, this is your radio teacher, Teacher Terence Chris Arellano, reminding you to always take care of yourselves and your community by staying at home. Good day and God bless everyone.
Ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
Words. Subject. Verb. Your teacher. On air.
Huwag mo nga akong maiiyakan dyan. Hindi ka artista para magdrama-drama ng ganyan. O ano naman ngayon kung binubuli ka sa school? Mahina ka kasi kaya ganyan. Yung mga pinsan mo ang tataas ng marka, tapos ikaw ano? Pumasok ka na doon at mag-aral ka na. Ang napabayaan at napahabang bullying ay maaaring maging sanhi ng depresyon. Ang mga usaping ito ay hindi biro at hindi pawang kaartehan lamang. Isang paalala mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
O anak, bakit hindi mo ginagalaw ang pagkain mo? Inay, ayoko po ng ulam. Ang gusto ko po sana ay chicken joy at hotdog, kagaya ng mga kalaro ko. Hindi mo ba alam anak na ang mga pagkain iyan ay hindi sapat ang sustansyang kailangan ng iyong katawan? Kailangan mo ding kumain ng gulay at prutas dahil ang mga ito ay nagbibigay ng iba't ibang bitamina upang lumakas ang iyong resistensya. Ganun po ba, Nay? Sige po, kakainin ko na po ang aking pagkain. Nang sa ganun, ay lumakas po ang aking katawan at malayo sa sakit. Isang paalala mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Naku, ang lakas na ng hangin. Paparating na ata talaga ang bagyo. Mabuti na lang, nakita ko ang listahan ng mga dapat ihanda kanina sa Facebook ng DepEd. Ito ay ang tubig, pagkain, ID card, mahalagang dokumento, flashlight at baterya, posporo at lighter, first aid kit, kutsilyo, radyo, kumot, banig, lubid, gamit panligo, at ilang mga damit. Tawagin man kami para sa agarang paglikas, handang-handa kami.
Maging handa sa anumang sakuna. Isang paalala mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Taho! Taho kayo dyan! Di makatulog sa gabi sa kaiisip, damdamin ko'y mayroong lungkot hanggang sa panaginip. Oh, Berto, di ka ba nakatulog kagabi? Hindi nga ho, Kuya Pekto. Dala ho siguro ng lungkot ng pag-iisa dito sa bahay. Di ho kasi makalabas dahil sa COVID-19. Hay. Berto, may 3 bagay na dapat kang tandaan para maiwasan ng lungkot sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. Una, alamin ang dahilan ng iyong kalungkutan. Pangalawa, maaaring ipabatid ang iyong nararanasan sa mga taong malalapit sa iyo. Nariyan ang internet para makausap mo sila. At ang pangatlo, ilaan mo ang iyong oras sa mga bagay na ikaw ay magiging abala. Hindi lang pisikal na kalusugan ang mahalaga, Perto, pati pang kaisipan rin. Tatandaan ko yan, Kuya Pekto. Maraming salamat sa payo. Isang paalala mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!